and this part is dealing with what we call a rate of change. Okay, so, any of you got a job? No one has a job? Man, this kind of sucks. Back when I was a kid, we were always looking for a job. Hey, Canyon, you got a job? Does it pay money?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. I was afraid it just paid hay or something, so. All right, so let's say it pays money. How much does it pay?
About $12 an hour.
$5 an hour.
12.
12?
Yeah.
$12 an hour. So Canyon is saying he's making $12 per hour. Everybody agree with that? That's what he's saying. How much do you make?
About the same.
You make 12 bucks an hour also? Dang, you guys got some good jobs.
Yeah, I make 10.
How much do you make, Seth?
10.
Seth makes 10 an hour. I just want a different value here.
Barely makes 6.
Who else had a job? What'd you have?
Well, it really just depends. Like, I get paid per
Per job.
pound.
Good, okay. So how much do you make per pound?
About $7.
$7 for each pound?
Just about, yeah.
Are you selling it or what? What are you selling?
The asparagus farm?
The what?
Asparagus farm in Huntington.
Oh, asparagus. You're selling it by the pound. And you get paid $7 a pound? Wow, that's pretty good.
People want it pretty bad.
$7 per pound. Okay?
What about you, Danny?
6:30.
Per hour?
Same.
$6.30 per hour.
Yeah, Lou, you need to get a better job.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna go umpire this weekend. I umpire softball and stuff. I'm gonna get paid $35 per game.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking about like flag football games, I get paid 15.
Okay, $15 per what?
Game.
Per game.
But they're like 40-minute games.
Yeah, mine, and so really you're getting paid almost 20 bucks an hour.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Same here, but the problem is of course, games aren't always going on, right? So you don't get paid as often. It's not a
Yeah.
full-time job or anything. But yeah, it pays pretty good when you, mine are an hour long to an hour and a half, depending on the game. So yeah, $35 for an hour, it's not bad. Okay, all right, so here's some different rates, okay? Now, how do we write these as a function? Is something dependent upon something else?
Yeah.
How much money you make is dependent upon how many what?
Dollars.
No. No, it's not necessarily, the amount of money you make isn't dependent upon the amount of money per hour you're making. That's the interesting part. It really depends on how many what you work. Hours you work, or, what'd you say? Or pounds you sell, or games you do, right? And so whatever this part is, this is the dependent variable. The dependent variable is the number of what? Hours. The rate isn't changing. If you work 1 hour, how much do you get paid, Seth?
$1.
You're only making $1 an hour? You make $10, right? Is it, wait, you guys move seats and that bothers me. Brian? It's Brian, right? Hey, Brian, you work
Yeah, he is.
2 hours. How much money do you make? 24. How did you get that? You did. If you worked 3 hours, what would you do? 3 12s, or multiply 3 by what? 12. 3 times 12.
36.
You'd make 36 bucks, right? Okay, so that's what I'm going to write. I'm going to write this is f of x, which is actually the total amount of money. The total amount of money is represented by the what value? X or y? Y value, actually. Total amount of money is represented by the y value. When we substitute in values for x, we're going to find values for y. Okay? And we are going to then put the equation, which is just a rate of change equation. This is going to be $12 per h. I actually should put f of h here. What does h represent?
Hours.
The number of hours. Hours is independent. You can work 1, you can work 3, right? Everybody with me on that? The number of hours is independent. You won't work the same hours every week. Just like, is it Addie? Just like Addie was saying, well, it just depends on how many pounds we sell and how much. So I don't know how much money I'm gonna make because it depends on the number of pounds we sell. Okay, number of games I do this weekend. That's how much money I'll make. I don't know how many games I'm gonna do. I got a guess, but I don't know. I'll explain that in a second when we go to it. All right, so how do I write an equation for $10 an hour for Seth? Seth, what would I write? F of what?
8.
H, and that will represent, when we're done, when we plug things in, how much total money he made. Okay, that's the total money he made. He's gonna make, F of H is what? 10H, $10 per hour he works. I could pick 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours, whatever. Okay, all right, how about Addie, what will she put?
Per pound.
So I'm gonna go F of what?
P.
B, LB.
Or just P for pound, okay? F of P, I could put LB, that's fine. But F of P is what?
$7.
$7 times the number of what? Pounds sold. Okay? How about poor Gannon? Where in the heck do you work, Gannon?
Park City.
Where?
Park City.
Park City?
Park.
Park.
Oh, Part City. Oh, are you a stalker or something?
No. I get paid to sit there.
Oh, just in case anybody comes in.
He's brutal.
So, wow, you're getting screwed, dude. All right, so F of what?
Okay, I'm done.
F of what?
S.
H.
H for the number of hours. 6.3 per what?
Hour.
Hour. Oh, sorry, I don't need to put this in parentheses, I guess. I don't need to put that in parentheses. Okay, I'm getting paid what?
35.
35 per what though? Oh, wait, I'm not doing that right. I'm doing G for F of what?
Game.
Games equals 35 what?
G.
G. What is Gannon getting when he does flag football?
15.
G.
F of G is what? 15 per G, per game, right? Okay, now let's find some values now, okay? So let's say, does anybody have an actual payment? Like, do you have to pay your insurance? Do you have to pay for your gas in your car or truck? What do you have to pay for? Does anybody have something that they have to pay for that their mom and dad doesn't pay for? You're actually being a Republican in that one thing. Gannon, what do you have to pay for?
Gas and sometimes some insurance.
So, do you have, how much gas do you use in a month, average?
Too
A
much.
lot.
Okay, so how much money do you need for gas each month?
Oh, like $150.
$150. Easy, okay? Okay, here's his 2 jobs. Everybody agree with that? He needs those to equal at least 150. Plus, why is he driving somewhere?
For fun.
For fun. And is he gonna pick up something at McDonald's or something while he's there?
Oh, yeah.
How much fun money do you need?
Well, first, I'm gonna pick me up.
So you're driving around, you're spending $150 on gas, how much fun money are you gonna need? How much are you gonna spend at McDonald's? Or, you know, at Maverick or
I
whatever?
don't know, my mom normally gives me that money.
Oh my.
No, that's why you have friends.
She gives you the fun money?
Yeah, she
Alright,
gives me the fun
fine.
money, but I have to pay for gas.
That's unbelievable. Okay, so.
He has a nice mom.
He has a really nice mom. Because, yeah, that's pretty nice of her. Alright, let's just say we need the $150 then. Okay? How many, and that's a month, each month, right? $150 in gas. Okay, that's okay. We're just saying. Alright, how many hours are you gonna work at Park City in a month?
Like 22.
In a month, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna find F of 22 here. Maybe that's gonna cover the gas, maybe it won't.
No.
Let's find out if it covers the gas.
It does not.
Let's find out. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Everybody do this. Let's see if we can cover the gas. What am I gonna do? 6.3 times what?
22.
22.
That's 138.
Dang! He's on fumes because he didn't make quite enough. He even told us what? It doesn't pay for it. It's close, but it doesn't quite pay for it, right? All right, so here's my question. How many games is he going to have to do minimum to cover the cost?
Like one.
2,
One would put me at what?
150. But
153, right? Okay, so he needs to do at least one game. When you commit though, how many games do you do in a Saturday?
oh, we do them Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Wednesdays and Thursdays. So how many games would you do on Wednesdays, just Wednesday and Thursday? If you only worked 1 week,
5.
you do 5 games? So how much money is Gannon going to have doing his 5 games if he only worked 1 week? 15 times what? 5 is 75. So how much money would Gannon have to spend total in a month? If he only worked 1 week of flag football and he worked just at his, he would have 75 plus what? 38, 138. What would you get? 201.
1360.
213 what?
60.
60. Oh, this is 60?
Yeah.
Okay. So he has $213.60. That's what he has in a month to spend.
Hey, you have fun money.
He has a little bit of fun money. He has a little bit of fun money. He has about, $60 in fun money.
Yeah, it's like
So-
going one trip.
All right. That's kind of cool. All right.
You better.
So,
stick to
Addie.
the one
How many pounds did you sell in a week? About average.
I would say about
3 pounds.
at least 50.
50 pounds in a week? You were making that much a week.
People want asparagus when it's time.
But you're making the $7, or is that the
So-
place?
Okay, so, if I pick the asparagus, I get $7 per pound, but if they pick it, I get $5 per pound. Or I get like $4 per pound if they pick and 7 if I pick.
Okay.
That's a confusing job.
So let's say you're picking it. How long does it take you to pick it?
Hours.
Hours. Okay, so how much to pick 50 pounds that you're gonna sell in a week?
How many hours?
Yeah, how many hours would it take you to pick 50 pounds?
Like the whole week.
So it'd take you like 30 hours in a
I
week?
pick at least 3 hours per day.
Okay, so 3 hours per day times 5 days is
15,
15 hours. It takes her 15 hours to pick what?
1 pound.
50 pounds, okay? So it takes her 15 hours to do 50 pounds, and the 50 pounds is gonna sell for what? $7. So let's find out 2 things on her. This is interesting. One, how much is she gonna get paid per hour? Because she's gonna work 15 hours, right? And if she's gonna sell the 50 pounds for $7 per pound, that's what she's gonna get paid. So let's do that first. So how many pounds? 50 pounds, that's what she's gonna do. 7 times 50, how much is that? 350. Dang, you're making bank. So she's making $350 in a week, and how many hours is she working? So how do I find out how much per hour she's making?
Divide through 50.
Yeah, 350 divided by what? 15. Do that. And how much does she make per hour? Then that'll compare with you.
$23.30.
Really? Is that how much she makes? Wow.
33 cents.
Yeah, I need to start doing
33.
that.
That's a good job right there. The problem is, what's the problem with that job?
It's
It's
only
long.
seasonal.
It's very seasonal, right? You can't make it like the entire year. Okay? That's kind of like Kate's business. So you guys know that Kate has a bed and breakfast, right? During the bouldering festival, everybody's lining up to stay there, right? But not this year?
Yeah, only the ones that don't have the nice winter vans.
Oh,
Those winter vans are like $200,000 vehicles.
wow. But you do get more business during bouldering week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so bouldering week happens, she makes more money because people are actually staying there. What happens the rest of the time?
Nobody's there.
Yeah, every now and then, somebody drops in and stays there and we,
Side by side, ATV.
ATV, side-by-side
hunters.
thing,
I've got some hunters.
got some hunters. So there's still people who are coming there, but it's not as consistent as that week. That's what's hard to figure with that type of business. It's really hard to figure how much you're making because a lot of times you're losing money. You gotta have stuff there in case they do show up, but yet, I don't know how anybody makes those businesses work. So, because to me, they're just money losers. There's no way. Okay, because there's just too much cost to it. All right, so how much we make per hour, we can figure this for any amount, okay? Let's do, Canyon, okay? So Canyon, you're making how much? 12 bucks an hour?
Yeah,
Okay, how many hours do you work a day?
depends if work overtime.
So today, how many hours are you gonna work?
Hang on, I gotta add it up. I work from 7 to 4:30. So,
How are you working from 7 to 4:30? You're here.
like in the summer or like one day.
Oh, we're doing summer work.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is a summer job. He's working 7 to 4:30. Okay, how many hours did he work? Go ahead, somebody tell me. You got that, Callie? He worked from 7 to 4:30. How many hours is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so that's 5. Did you take a lunch break?
yeah, it's a half an hour.
Half an hour. So really it's 7 to 4, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so 7 to 4 is what?
8 hours.
8 hours. 9 hours?
yeah.
How many? Tell me.
9.
9. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously. So it's 9 hours. So he works 9 hours. Now wait, do you get paid more for working over 8 hours in a day?
About the same, like $15 an hour. So, like if I work overtime, yeah, it's still the same.
It's the same rate?
Yeah,
Okay. So you don't make more if you work overtime? Like you don't make 15 bucks an hour if you're working overtime?
yeah, I do. Like,
So if he works more hours, he gets the $15 anyway.
yeah, no,
No wait, you get the $15 for the 1 hour you work overtime. Is that right?
I don't get what you're saying. It's kind of confusing.
Okay, so let's pay attention. Let's see what we got.
confusing.
You work 8 hours a day, okay? If you work the 8 hours, you're getting paid 12 bucks an hour, right?
Yeah,
Okay. What if you work 9 hours? Do you get paid more for working that 9th hour, or do you still get 12 bucks an hour?
I still get $12 an hour.
Okay, so no matter what, you get 12 bucks an hour.
Yeah,
Okay. So he works 9 hours in a day. How many days a week were you working?
from Monday to Friday.
Monday through Friday. So he's working how many hours in a week, you guys? So first of all, let's do hours per day. So let's just do this. How much money is he making per day? Dang, you were making bank too. So I'm doing 9 times 12 is what? Yeah, 12 times 9, he's making 108 bucks a day. And he's doing that for how many days? I can either times 108 by what? 5, because his daily rate, by the way, F of, this is what I'm really doing here,
Holy
F
crap.
of D for day, how much is he making per day, is actually 108 times the number of days he's gonna work. Okay, which is D here. In this case, it's 5. How much did he make in a week?
540.
He made 540 bucks in 1 week. Dang, Kenny, where do you spend all that money?
I don't know. Just
No,
save
You
it
don't
up.
put it in a savings account?
Do you have money?
Yeah,
So you save it,
yeah,
so that when you go into school, you have some money.
yeah. Lunch money.
You pay for your own lunch.
Yeah, a lot of times.
So he's paying for his own lunches. What else are you paying for? You got a truck payment or no?
I'm just saving up for a truck.
Okay, so he's saving up for the truck. And so you're not paying gas or anything like that.
No.
And obviously you don't have a girlfriend, so you don't have to spend money on her. Is that true?
No, I don't got a girlfriend.
I got long hair.
We're not counting that. Okay, so what are you spending your money on?
I don't know, just some fun stuff.
So not very much. Did you buy like a motorcycle or anything like that?
No,
Nothing that fun, huh?
no.
You have a lot in savings.
So you have a lot in savings. You're saving up for a truck,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so he's saving up for a truck. How much do you need to buy the truck?
Well, I don't know. I want to get like a good one for that. Probably like 15,000.
$15,000 is what he needs. How many weeks did you work? How many days did you work all summer?
I don't know. I didn't add that up.
Well, let's figure it out. How many weeks did you work? Do you know that?
No, I don't know how many that is.
Okay, when did you start working?
About around April.
April, because of COVID, right? So you started working then. When did you quit working?
When school started.
a month before school started.
So about mid-August.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's go, and you started in April?
yeah.
Okay, so let's go April, May, June, July. Let's just do, we'll just say 4 months, because maybe he's taking some time off during the middle. Let's say you work 4 months, okay? First of all, we know how much he makes per day, right? He makes $108 per day that he worked. Let's figure out F of W. What am I asking? How much would he make in a week? So let's say he works 5 days and he made $108 per day. How much does he make per week?
540.
$540. Everybody agree with that? Per what? Week. How many months?
4.
How many weeks are in a month typically?
4.
4. So 4 times 4 is 16, right? He's gonna work 16 weeks. Let's times this by F of what? 16. The number of weeks should tell us the amount of money he makes over the summer. How much did he make?
8,640.
8,640. Can he buy his truck?
No.
In 2 summers, could he buy his truck?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he saves his money, now he's gonna spend some of it on lunch and stuff, but if he can save at least what? 7,500, so he can spend 1,000 of his money, but he needs to save about $7,000 when it comes time for next April, May. And then if he works next summer, he should be able to buy his truck at the end of the summer. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah,
Okay, you gotta save it though.
yeah.
So you gotta have $7,000 in savings by the end of this school year, at least.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay, you need to quit going to Maverick. Okay? So, you gotta think of the bigger picture. Everybody understand that? Can you see how we make new equations though? Is it hard to make new equations? No, and our mind automatically wants to do this anyway, and it's easy to do when you're talking about money. But sometimes when we start talking about other stuff, it's not so clear. Okay, let's say we owned a pizza company. Okay, let's say we owned a pizza company. Now, whether you make a big pizza or a small pizza, it's really gonna cost you about the same amount. You're still gonna pay for the electricity, you're still gonna pay for the employees, and the ingredients, honestly, between this much dough and this much dough is not really all that much more. So really, you make about the same amount per pizza that you sell, whether you sell a small one or a large one. Because you change the price, right? If you're selling a large one, it costs more. So obviously, though, the money you're making per pizza is about the same. It's kind of like the pounds of what? Of asparagus. It's the same idea, number of pizzas, right? Let's say that you owned a pizza joint and you figured it out that you would make $2.50 per pizza. Okay, what equation would I write then? F of what? F of P equals 2.5 times P, right? The number of pizzas sold. Pretty easy, right? So you own this pizza joint and you own it, right? You're not working there, you're paying your employees, everything else, but even after you pay your employees, you're still making $2.50 a pizza. Okay? That's pretty good. You can't make that much. Sorry, there's too many employees, there's too much cost, overhead, you gotta make your payments. Okay, fine, I'm only making like 50 cents a pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's my type of pizza.
Okay, you're making 50 cents a pizza though. Our pizza place, anybody ever work there?
No.
You haven't worked there? How many pizzas do you think our pizza place sells a
A
day?
lot.
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot,
Yeah, I bet.
Quite a few.
How many a day?
Probably like 12.
Not,
Let's
it depends, cause like kids go there for lunch, they make whole pizzas and
Did
like.
They split them up, they're still making money off those
And they're
pizzas.
selling them for like $5.
So they're selling them per slice, so let's say we make a little more. Okay, I'll give you a little more, fine.
$2.
Let's say I make $1.25 a pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you $1.25 a pizza. How many pizzas do you think they sell in a day?
37.
Not very many.
I think they sell more than you think. I would think you're pretty close.
I think they sell, yeah, more than we think, but at
Let's-
the same time, it's like they're little.
Okay, so let's say we're gonna sell, we just look at some daily rates. Let's say one day we sold 20, that's what Seth's guess was. One day we sold 37, that's what Logan's guess was. Who else has a guess?
15.
You think they only sell 15 pizzas in a day?
Well, yeah, it's Emery County.
He's right.
I got BKs to compete with.
Alright,
sucks.
On their own, they're pretty good.
let's say they sell 15 pizzas in a day. Let's say they have an order for a party though, or something, like say they are feeding the school or something like that. Let's say that day happens, and let's say they sell 50 pizzas in a day,
Yeah.
okay? How much money did they make in these 4 days?
A lot.
Well, let's see how much they made each day, right? Okay, so we're gonna go $1.25 per pizza. All I gotta do is take 20 times what? 1.25. Somebody do that on your calculator. What'd they make?
25.
What is it?
25.
$25?
Yeah.
They didn't make a lot of money that day. But hey, remember, the guy isn't even working there. That's just the owner. The owner made 25 bucks that day. Didn't even work. Right? Because what happened? Who's working? All the employees. Now, if he worked as an employee, which he sometimes does, he would make that employee's wage. You see what I'm saying? But really, he's gonna make $25 profit is all. Okay? How much did he make the next day?
37.
Times what? $1.25. What did he make?
46, 25.
46.25. How much did he make the next day? A lot less, right? Less than 25. How much did he make? What'd you get? 18 something?
Yes, about 75.
18.75. How much did he make the day he sold 50?
A lot more.
Quite a bit more. How much?
50. 62.50.
62.50.
Still making more than.
Now, here's the question. How many days a week is it open?
5.
No, 6.
It's open 6 days a week.
Yeah.
How many days are in a month?
30. 31.
30
It depends.
or 31, right?
29.
Okay, so think about this. There's 7 days in a week. 4 times 7 is 28, so that's pretty close, right? So how many days in a month do you think it's open? So all but 4.
24.
So all but 4 days, because there's typically 4 Sundays. Let's say 30 days in a month, minus 4, 26 days. 26 days.
Average of
Now let's do the average. How do I do average for these?
times what the other divide by.
Add them all together. Somebody do this on their calculator. Add them all together and divide by what? 4. That's what I want to know. Because I bet that's pretty close.
152.5. So
Holy crap.
That's what, when you added them all together? Okay, now divide by 4.
now divide by
$25.
38.4.
That's perfect. 38.12, right? Okay, so that person, they're making $38.12 for how many days?
26.
I just made another equation. F of P for profit, oh, let's do this. Let's do F of money, we'll just do F of money, is equal to 26, right, times what?
38.12.
38, oh, well, it's actually 38.12, because that's what I'm making each day, times
26.
26 days. So this is actually D for days. We'll do that. D for days. Okay. Times that. Do 38.12 times 26. How much money is it? Not that much. 38.12 times 26. Somebody do it.
$991.
That's all the profit probably. $991 a month is probably all the profit that our pizza place makes. I would bet that's pretty close. I bet they don't make a lot of profit.
Round up
But that's over all the overhead.
That's after all the overhead's paid. So that's still a profitable business, but you're not making as much as people think. People are like, man, their pizza's overpriced. Well,
Their pizza is on point.
their pizza is probably not overpriced for the small location that they're at, because they're probably only making $1,000 a month.
I don't know. BK's is like $25.
Yeah, and they're not really.
So if you go to BK's, though, I guarantee you BK's makes more money.
Yeah,
Because it's
sell
in a more
their stuff
popular
for more.
It's a more popular spot, so BK's is making a lot more money than our pizza place. Because it's specialized.
You get.
Oh, you can quit that now.